Welcome to Spectre Divide. Spectre Divide is a free-to-play tactical shooter on Steam right now that is defined as a genre-evolving game because of its duality feature. Duality allows you to have two bodies and control them both. Basically, you can just die twice as fast now, but in this video, we're going to go over the best weapons to use, the best weapon buys to use, and when you should buy what. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So, first we're going to talk about the weapon buy. So, in this game, it's a bit different because you can buy two weapons at once. They're paired together because one weapon will go to your main character and one weapon will go to your Spectre. So, we're going to go over which ones are the best ones to buy in which tier. I'll be completely honest with you. In the first tier, I wouldn't buy them at all. Because if you win, you're going to be able to afford tier 2. But if you lose, you might as well just stick with the pistols for that round, like a save round, just so you'll be able to buy the tier 2 or tier 3 stuff on the following round. So tier 1, honestly, in my personal opinion, you should almost never buy. You're going to go straight to tier 2, and for me, what I like from tier 2 is either the Harpy Sniper with the SMG, which is the top one in tier 2, or the middle, the Trident Burst AR with the SMG. Because while the SMG has the short range, you can get the long range with the Harpy Sniper or the Burst AR. I like the Burst AR more. I feel like it does more damage than the Harpy does because the Harpy two-shot bodies, but this has a better recoil control than the sniper. In my opinion, it's better for me to use. So I recommend the Trident Burst AR and this SMG in the second slot. Now in tier 3, this middle slot here, there's a few different options you can use. I either like the semi-auto rifle at the bottom of the Cyclone or the machine gun, honestly, because the semi-auto rifle, while it's a one bullet per shot, it's kind of like a scout rifle in other games. It does one tap to the head, I believe, so that's why I think that can be a good option for long distance engagements. Or with the machine gun, it's very easy to wall bang, so that's also a great option to have for tier 3. I will be honest though, you don't typically see yourself buying a lot of the tier 3 weapons if you can afford tier 4. And even if you do, sometimes to save, you'll just go back to tier 2. So tier 3 is kind of like tier 1 in that sense, where it's an awkward spot. Usually you'll end up saving, so you only buy tier 2, or you have enough to buy tier 4 if you're full buying. So just do that with what you will. It's completely up to you. I personally don't usually take tier 3s unless for very special situations, but if you do go with a tier 3 weapon buy, pick the machine gun and Cyclone AR or the semi-auto rifle at the bottom. Now the tier 4 might actually be my favorite just because all the options in that work. I think the machine gun it comes with, or both of the ARs that it can come with, are very solid. The AR at the bottom, called the Reaver, is a one shot to the head, so it's very powerful. Definitely probably your go-to option. The other AR is honestly just as good. It's called the Blackout. It's also solid for long distance engagements. And the machine gun, it's like the previous machine gun. I actually think it's a little bit better because of its fire rate and its reload speed. So again, tier 4 is probably the best one out of all of these to pick. So I definitely, if you're full buying, always try to pick the Reaver. The Reaver's recoil is a bit much, so at far distances it might not be great. Maybe like single tap it and you'll be able to control it a little bit better, but it's overall a great tier to buy. Now tier 5 is op sniper, you can pair that sniper with anything. You're pretty much going to just be using the sniper, I'll be honest with you, because the sniper is how it is in all the other games. The op in Valorant, the powerful sniper in CS, which I cannot think of right now, but it's a one-shot waist up, maybe even to the legs. I'm not entirely sure because I have yet to shoot anyone in the legs with it, but it is a very powerful sniper that has, I believe, 5 or 6 in the mag. It has a crazy mag, and it's so easy in a game like this to get those shots because since the other weapons, except for maybe 1 or 2, don't one-shot to the head, that makes that weapon, the op, very powerful because it's basically an insta-kill, right? And since it's hard to peek that with other weapons that don't one-shot to the head, 9 times out of 10, unless you actually just miss the shot, which if you do, I'm sorry, go back to aim labs. But if you do, like, you're pretty much gonna win the gunfight, right? So the op with the SMG is great. The AR is probably the most popular pick, the op with the AR. And I believe the other one's a shotgun. The shotgun's probably the least used, but on a map that you see in the background that I'm playing on, that would actually be a great pick for this map. So do with that what you will. I think the op might get nerfed. I'm not a game dev. I don't know what they're going to do with it, but I do think it has a heavy advantage if you have one on your team. So if you guys enjoyed this gun review, if there's anything else you want me to go over, maybe the sponsors, which is like the characters in this game, if you want me to go over that, or maybe go over some other tips or anything to buy, please let me know. I'll be more than happy to make it. Remember to leave a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Later.